Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Some of the best writing I have ever listened to, watched in my very short career. Please give it up for that amazing script writing, because I hope you do take some of these words away with you today. You're not crazy, you're a genius. So that's the ad that made me chase my dream from Durban to Johannesburg. Ngani asemlazi, now all the way here. 10 years in, I made it, guys. And you will too, trust me. So, and I'm sure you kind of saw this, so as much as there was no sound tools, we've got sound now at least. I don't want you to miss out on these videos. So, you know, looking at that ad made me want to be that writer, made me want to be that storyteller. Tools spoke about when you leave the place that you go to, don't forget about where you come from. And that is part of my inspiration, part of my job every single day when I walk into the office. I want to tell a story. I want to tell a story that celebrates us. I want to tell a story that changes the narrative about us and where we come from. I want people to know, and every day when they see an ad, a billboard, wherever it is that they see those ads, I want them to know that there are people who are proud of who they are and people who are proud of where they come from. And I've done quite a few ads in my time. This one is one of them that I'm quite proud of. I'm sure you've seen it, but I'll give you a taste.
Dad, I hope you're ready before I go. Guys! Hey guys, come on, come on.
We collect all of Mzansi so that everyone can be more of what they're made of. Live your monate.
Thank you. So stay true to yourself, stay authentic to who you are, your dreams, and where you come from, because there's a positive story that will come out of this room, each and every one of you today. Sorry about that. So we're here today because, you know, you've done the groundwork, you've done the hardest part of the job. From here on, sky's the limit. And that's why I want to meet you in the future. I want to take a lift up the tallest skyscraper in Africa, built by one of you here today. I want to read about a new technology that helps people and the planet, developed by one of you today. I want to buy a product made here and created by one of you here today. I want to eat at a restaurant that is owned by one of you here today. I want to hear about people who are changing communities for the good, that came from the minds and the hearts of the youth sitting here today. So if you feel like your life is a little bit on pause, there are some links that you can Google to study free courses, get certificates out of it, take a photo, keep it for later, write it down, but I hope that it inspires you, and I hope that it moves you forward along with that drive that you have in yourself and with the support of everyone in this room and back home. Iyabuleli lali.
One more round of applause, please, for Mandisa and Tulani. Thank you. That was really inspirational to hear from you. Thank you for reminding our matriculants today that, to always give an award-winning performance, that you are the hero in your own, or of your own story. And thank you for being vulnerable and sharing your journey. Thank you for the encouragement. One more round of applause, please. While we're on that, I'd like to call the two of you please back up to stage. Our HOD would like to give you a token of appreciation. Yeah, you can clap.
Hey, tabangane, ta. Ay, asifanga musithini. Hey, tabangane, ta. Jovicho, bangane, jovicho. Tina, we are a bunch of winners, aren't we? Aibo. We are a bunch of winners, aren't we? Yes, we are. And the sky is not even a limit to us. And indeed, we want to assure Umandisa, ukuthi indeed we will meet in the future. Because out of this room, there is a president of South Africa of tomorrow. Out of this room, there is an actuarial scientist. Out of this room, there is a mechanical engineer. There are lawyers, there are teachers, there are social workers, and. So we want to say to Mandisa and to Tulani, thank you so much for reminding us that it does not matter where we come from. What matters is where we are going. And we want to assure you, Mandisa, we want to assure you, Tulani, we want to assure the MEC, who loves us so much that she's brought us together here. We want to assure the Honorable Mayor and the Honorable MMC that Tina, where we're going is very far. On behalf of everybody, we want to say thank you, Tulani, thank you, Mandisa.
Very much, thank you.
Thank you. One more round of applause. And on that very high note, please keep the energy up. Let's please welcome the John Matera CYCC Children for an entertainment piece.
of the ZE.
ubusapha amaphepha aphume wakhethe mthandayo ikanyamba kahlabhala bhilini yengabe siziba sizinto sekhakweni na esinye singakwabo ubento ngalo kadaba akhombe bayababutho kwahlenesela izinembe zikhosakhe sikhokhangela umankekana efumela wakhetela abantu bathakasayibusothini yini wosuthu kanti lapho sokunethezela khona wena wendlovu bayede.
Thank you. Yebo, bayede. One more time for the Don Matera CYCC children. Yes. Well done, guys. That was amazing. Just a quick announcement before we continue on the program. For those of you who have already taken pictures and videos of the children, please do not post them anywhere. Not a WhatsApp status, no social media, for the protection of the children. If you can, don't take any footage of the children. Thank you. That's the announcement. Okay, so while we're still talking about children, we're going to invite 4 children who are going to come and speak, and let's hear the voice of the child. I'm going to ask you all to please come up at the same time, and then we'll hear from each one of you. Mr. Karabo Chabalala, Ms. Nolita Guvava, Mr. Sabelo Biela, and Ms. Mpho Tubakale. Are you here? Nashai, wozani?
Okay. Sanbonani. Ninjani. I'd like to greet everyone that's here. I'd like to greet the MEC and everyone from the social development and at the capacity. I'd also like to greet the mayor, the councillors, and the community. I would like to greet the parents, and most importantly, I would like to greet the stars of today, the class of 2023. We are all gathered here for this special and auspicious occasion. And I say it's very special and it's a very beautiful achievement because we honor those that came before us, those that weren't able to, be here today. And we are able to fulfill our dreams because they laid down their lives for us today. And my role today is to try and equip you, as I was one of you at some point. I was sitting right there. My name is Sabelo Biela, a student at the University of Witwatersrand, studying towards a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics or Finance. So I'm here today to tell you that it's possible. It's possible if you believe in yourself. I think the motivational speakers, the message they were trying to communicate across is believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. Don't let your circumstances to be an obstacle. Be it social challenges, financial challenges, or environmental challenges, you can still make it. If I made it, you can make it. If there's a few things that I would like to impart or to give you or to try and prepare you for tertiary, one thing I'll say is it is challenging. And I don't think life has a gradient which is smooth. Life has steeps, and it also has moments where it's gentle. I think the most important thing is to embrace the difficulties of life, because those are the moments that build you. In everything that you're gonna do, your studies, as you move away from the people that molded you, you'll be alone. Do not lose yourself. Remember where you're coming from. And I think that'll be your greatest power that you will have. And lastly, pray, pray, and pray. I think that's the most important thing. The analogy that I always like to use is, be the Adam of your life. God created Adam. He gave him an image. He placed him in the Garden of Eden. He gave him a purpose. You are the Adam of your life. Today, you're embarking in your journey. God will place you wherever you want to be. He will give you a purpose. You already have an image. Yours is to cultivate your dreams. and work towards them. Thank you.
Let me take this time and greet everyone who is in here. My name is Karabo Chabalala, all the way from Hammanskraal. If you know Stingvater, that's where I come from. And then we all know that Stingvater itumile ka dilo tse mpe, but we are there to change Stingvater. I was once a foster care recipient, and then the journey was not easy. And then I'm not promising anyone to say the journey will be easy. By the way, I'm an educator at Modilati Secondary School. I joined the industry around 2020, January. Before the end of 2020, I was appointed in the school as an ICT coordinator, later on as a CPTD coordinator. So the journey was not easy. My mom, I think, passed away around 2000, and I was 1 year, 8 months by then. And then I had my grandmother, who also passed away in 2022. I can assure you that when I was doing my grade 8, I wanted to be a dermatologist. But you know, life happened. Things happen. And then when I completed my grade 12, my brother said, okay, there was a money that we were saving for you. It's either we give you the money or I got taser. And then petrol. Or you take the money, you go to school. And then you know online, get a register of Varsity College, not knowing what is a private college. But with the money that I was receiving every month, and thanks to Department of Social Development for that, I was able to complete my studies. And I'm working at Stingvater again to show them that, guys, it's possible. I remember when I was growing up, they said there was a doctor, the neighbor, it was a doctor, Dr. Sidian. And then they were like, you must work like Dr. Sidian. But when I was comparing the situation, they had money I did not have by then. And I was like, no, it's not possible. But now, I'm in education sector, but I'm planning on changing this title of Mr. to Doctor. And say, if you don't want to go to school, and then now, I went to the school last week to say, principal, I bought my new car, the BMW, Kia, the Shapadi round, just to appreciate the principal for Spanish as the real. So from here, let us not look where we are coming from. When the social worker called and said, no, I need your ID number and I need this and this, they are there in the file. And I was like, are you still having that file? We are here to move forward. But if they are having them for a reference for future purposes, maybe someone will be saying, this guy was once a foster a child. How do we know they will bring the file? I thank you.
Good morning. My name is Mpothu Bakhale and I'm a social worker from Ekurhuleni region, Duduza office. Warm greetings to my superiors, warm greetings to my colleagues, warm greetings to the matriculants, and very warm greetings to our foster parents. Can you please give them a round of applause? So I am an ex-foster child and it feels good to say that. It feels so good to say I am an ex-foster child because I know I made it. And I hope in 5 years' time, you will be here saying these very same words that you made it. Against all odds, you will make it. I feel very honored to be standing before you as a social worker. Very honored, because I'm standing before our future presidents. I'm standing before the future social workers. I'm standing before the future of my country. And I'm very honored. I'm very, very honored. And I feel very privileged as well to be speaking to you, because 12 years ago, I was in the very same shoes that you are wearing. The very, very same shoes. And I'm also honored as a social worker seeing such a huge number of our foster children in this room, because it says a lot. It says a lot. I appreciate you, all the running around, finding them extra classes, fighting with teachers. It has really, really, really paid off. Thank you to our social workers. Now, here is my journey as a foster child. So I was introduced to the system in 2007. I was in grade 7. I lost both my parents when I was 8 years. And I was very young, and I guess it was privilege for me to lose them when I was very young, because you don't really understand what's happening. You just go on with life, but then you see with how the things you feel and the things you encounter that really, I don't have any parents, the void, you know? And sometimes foster parents maybe feel like, oh, matepe, I carry she's an orphan, oh, matepe. And embrace those feelings, you know? There'll always be that void in your heart, because achna batswad, you know? You'll constantly cry because achna batswad. And unfortunately for you, there are transitions in your life that will constantly remind you that I don't have parents. You go to high school, others are able to get, you know, the Nikes, Adidas, those different hairstyles, you know, and then when you can't. And I used to be that problematic child who why and it's really not much, you know. Not much, especially standing here and working with the same foster parents. I mean, I was abusing mine. Now I understand, really, it wasn't much. It wasn't much to afford me that. But then you know what being an orphan teaches you, and I'm actually happy, you know. Being an orphan has opened so many opportunities for me and so many doors, and it taught me important traits when I was still very young. Patience, resilience. And I'm telling you, with those 2 traits, will go far in life, because really life is hard. You know, you constantly have to pick yourself up and tell yourself, oh, I have to go forward. And you really have to be patient. I can't afford that Nike. And what does it mean for you as an orphan? It means you must buy yourself that Nike, because you don't have a backup plan. You must buy yourself that Nike, you know? And then you have to just keep forward. And it gets worse. I went to the University of Pretoria 2013, and now it's, you know, diversity of students. Others come really from really privileged families. Others from really, really poor backgrounds, you know. But what do you need to do? Focus. Because why? you don't have a backup plan. That used to be my main motivation. Because again, I used to be very irritated when you do little things. Let's change the game. Let's change the game. You know, may it be through me and you that people value orphans. You know, that we become value. And I mean, your success one day, someone is depending on it for you to tell them those motivational words so that they understand, being an orphan doesn't start with them, you know? You just need to push through. Varsity is really hard, you know? You've entered a new door that comes with so many challenges. I mean, you'll meet the god of heartbreakers, you know? And they'll break it. But you need to constantly put yourself together and just focus. They will. You also encounter financial problems because why? You don't have a backup plan. But what do you need to do? You just constantly need to pick yourself up and focus and run on. You know why? For yourself. You don't have a backup plan. You are your own backup plan. And today, standing before you, it's an honors holder who is 5 years as a social worker in the Department of Social Development. Because why? I didn't have a backup plan. I had to do it for myself. Because if I didn't, I would have been a stigma, maybe a drunkard, a nyaupist, and we need to break that cycle. We need to break that cycle. So I'm so proud of you guys, and please give yourself a round of applause. But again, he mentioned something very important. Never forget where you come from. It's easy to get lost in the varsity field. You know, you're in race, you're eating in a dining hall, so you're thinking, I've made it, you didn't make it. Constantly go home and remind yourself of the situation I need to change for myself. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I think stay up here. Our HOD would also like to appreciate you. Another well-deserved round of applause. It's our director. Chief Director. Thank you. Thank you. Have a seat. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Chief Director. You know, the delegates who were speaking were talking very much about their foster parents, and that sacrifice doesn't go unnoticed. I think for the parents who are in the room today, there's a huge appreciation from the children that you foster. You play a very big role in terms of them becoming successful. And the same resilience that they share is the very resilience that you have. We have a foster parent today who's going to come and speak to us. Please, can you welcome her, Ms. Lena Ntwana.
Greetings to everyone here. My name is Lena Ntwana. I just want to thank our government, Department of Social Development, and then the principal of Holy Trinity Secondary, Mr. Motlhake, for the effort and love. The social workers for the love you gave to us, the parents and the kids. I thank you all. Lastly, I want to congratulate our class of 2023. Good luck, guys. You're starting a new journey. Please, good luck. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma. Let's welcome Mama back, please, so that she can get her gift. Thank you. And Mama, we emotional, man. You know, she's very proud of you guys. Thank you. We've been requested to hear for a message of support from the MMCs, if we have in the in the audience today who would like to give a message of support, please? Thank you, yes.
Silele, asukumen, aswen. Apela mandla, sapela mandla. Asoze sapela mandla. Asoze sapela mandla. Asoze sapela mandla. Siyabonga. Asoze saphela amandla. And we are here because of you guys that amandla wenu azange aphele. MEC sithanda ukukubulisa executive mayor, chief director, nabo bonke abo director, nabo manager, nabo bani. Nani the most important people. The class of 2023, igama lami nguNomadlozi ngwakankosi isibongo. I'm the MMC responsible for economic development and city planning in the city of Ekurhuleni. You know, this department, social development, is one of the departments that I once led around 2019. So it means mina no MEC si bande ne brukwe, because the department that I'm also serving it dealing agriculture. Now I'm saying to you, you know, ngimela ngumzali. I'm proud of you guys that through a commitment enibenayo, ne dedication emsebenzi wenu wesikolo, but also you were resilient and also you had self-discipline. If you didn't have those four, ngaba nikho la nikhona manje. But you chose a bright future over ubumnandi. You chose ukuthi ekugcineni your goals must be achieved in a proper manner and way. Azange nizitshele ukuthi thina wa in grade 12 we can do anything that we want to do. Sambe so groover singafundi. If beni groover ni jiva ngaba nikho la nikhona. But as parents, we're proud of you. Njengoba ngimela MEC, I want to say some of you and all of us may be here. Uma sikhula asikhulanga indlela yethu simple. Some of us had a bumpy life. While I'm standing here as a politician, I'm a politician. Yes, I'm a politician. Whilst I'm standing here, even ako politiki, life is bumpy. And you know, MEC, usually they say, I'm a politician abafundang. Basho njalo.
but we started like yourselves. And uma sinibona nani each and every time, ni achieve what you have achieved. You make us ukuthi even though ngiguge ngingaka must stand up and go ngeklasini yofunda so that I can be a better leader. So when we see you, we see ukuthi nathi we can do it. Bayasha abantu abadala bathi imfunda igugelwa. You are young, you are our flowers. You are showing us the way that even though ngingenabazali, that even though nginganayo is support, but through God, whatever thing that I want to do, I'll achieve it. And you are showing us that uma ningabancane niso ninama problems amanye amaningi, because young people kuba nama challenges we mental health, niyaphazamiseka emotionally, abanye babe nama problems. But fortunately, because social development is there for you in our platforms, akhona ma social workers that always will come on board and help you with any challenges that you have, as long as you shout out uma unenkinga. Because most of our kids sibabona bazibulala because they can't voice out anything ebaphatha kabi. But mina ngimela ngiso, I will say ngiguge ngiso manje ezamokuhle kunesinye isikolo ebengifunda kuso enyivasithi, so you know ngiguge ngiso I will go to my political platforms, come back ngifunda, because I had a young person next to me that is my strategic advisor. Umntwana waka 1997 igama lakhe uZamokuhle. This is my strategic advisor. I want Uzamo to stand up bakubone and greet them. You know, Zamokuhle is one person that started like yourselves. He went to school, wapasu grade 12 wake, wahamba we-registera evasit. Then makaqeda, he encouraged me, good MMC mina ngeke ngibe no MMC osabi isikolo ngafundanga. Angeke. Ngimncane umdala, I can't. Asambe ngizoba principal wakho. Register. Esikolweni ufunde. He encouraged me. And ngimela today, I've finished my degree, 3-year degree. Ngimela ukuyograduate. It's because of this young person. Now, I'm waiting for my Bachelor of Administration degree. Now, I'm saying to you guys, noma ngabe bathi indlela inzima kangakanani, focus on your goal. Don't look back. Focus ukuthi wena egcineni, what is it that you want to achieve in order for you to help other kids abaku situation efana nawe, to help other kids ukuthi nabo uba encourage ukuthi bazimisele ngama studies wabo. And I want to say MEC that what you are doing to these kids, it's amazing and we appreciate it, as young as you are. But what we are focusing on is to see this future a bright, to ukuthi shine kakhulu, because at the end of the day, as politicians, sifuna ukubona vele abo president from some of you. So vele want to see a gynecologist from any of you. Also want to see social workers from any one of you. So want again to see ukuthi seza eBeetroot on the 1st of February. Sizo congratulate these beautiful flowers. In 3 years' time, in 5 years' time, want to see ukuthi maranaba nabantwana esahamba uMEC ababonga ngomsebenzi wabo omuhle. Here they are. Sesilashwa yibo, sesihamba ngamadondolo. They are taking care of us. Some of them are doctors. So I wish you good luck, guys. And I'm saying to you, focus, 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 focus will take you far. Into zasemhlabeni won't help you with anything. The road that you have started focus up until the end, you will achieve your goal. Thank you.
Thank you, MMC. Honorable guests of matriculants, I can't hear you anymore. It's like you've left the room. What's happening? Are you still here? Yes. Do you believe yourselves? Must I believe that yes? Yes. I don't. Where are you matriculants? Tika diflate, dikhantotalang. Or kinkitala le khatetse, emelang hanyan, emelang, kilutlweng. Ooh, come on guys. Can we get a song, please? We've got an important guest coming to speak next. Some of you learning Carla 75. Ah. Kele phala, ni kele feta jwang. On funi piano. Ubani lo yosho kanjalo ozojiva lana phambili simbone. Pleasure. Okay. Ah, don't look at me with disappointment. It's technology. It's coming. It's coming. Is the song coming, Mr. DJ? Yeah, you see there's hope. When you hear that zoom zoom, there's hope. You know what I'm talking about. It's coming. It's almost there. Ah, see? Worth the wait. Okay, matriculants, let's see. You said you want piano? We are playing piano. I'm coming to expose all of you. Bangachai. Let's see. Why are you not dancing? What's happening? How? There you go. There you guys. Oh, you were not hearing the song. Okay, okay. Thank you. Well done, much better. Now you're still in the building. I don't hear you anymore now. Okay, we're almost there. Thank you, Awiti Chris, for helping us with that piano track. So we've got a very special guest who's coming to give us a keynote address. I'm going to ask that you take all the energy you can muster to welcome her very well. Please give a warm welcome to our MEC for Gauteng Social Development, Agriculture, Rural Development and Environment, Mbali Hlophe.
Thank you. Sanbonani. Aye. Sanbonani. Evo. Right? So I came here today and I was listening to the previous speakers and I thought, okay, okay. Let me not stick to any speeches today, but I think let's just talk about why we want you here and why we thought that this event was important. And importantly, the message that you've received from various people. I'm so happy to see all of you here. And I'm so sad we couldn't bring our special guest because he's in the US now, UK, because of the Grammy Awards that they are nominated for. So in one of the events we had Umusa keys. So it's unfortunate. But we understand that we wish him well, because obviously he is nominated for a Grammy, which is a big award in the music industry. But his story and that of others who came here to speak before you is very similar. They are different because they are unique to the individuals that are speaking about the stories, but very similar. It's about a winning mentality. That's the center of everything that they have said. At the heart of everything they have said, they've spoken about a winning mentality. It doesn't matter what you want to venture into, whether it is music, sports, drama, to be a doctor, a nurse, and so forth. Or you want to be an entrepreneur, anything and everything that you want, you'll only achieve if your mentality is correct and you are focused. So let me not be rude because I'm doing things dear Makar now. Executive Mayor, MMC, let me acknowledge you. I know I was supposed to do that a lot earlier, but I got carried away with what I was seeing before me. So we're here to celebrate you guys and really to indicate to what at the heart of everything that you want to be is that winning mentality. Because sonke, we come from different backgrounds. And if you want to compare yourself to the next person, you'll never achieve anything. Nobody is a copy of anyone else. Not even twins are the same. They may be identical, but they are not the same. They have different characteristics, they have different personality, and so forth, because we're designed that way. So if you want to be a copy of someone else, no one likes a copy, and it's always a Fong Kong. So why would you want to be Fong Kong of someone else? Don't be a fake of another person or a copy of someone else. But it's about appreciating who you are and your uniqueness. So I was listening to the other speakers and I was thinking, you know, we all go through different journeys and our lives are really the same because at the heart of it is focus. So I know when I was appointed as an MEC in 2019, so our MMC Onomadlu's indicates that it's not easy in the political world. It's not. It really is not. Of course, there's the activism, and we all do because we want to see change, positive change in life and so forth. But then there's the politics, or the game of politics. It's not easy, which is very similar to your ordinary life. Because all of us are in this race to get ahead, but you're all in your different lanes. And you all have a different finish line. That's the difference. But it's not easy. So just as life is difficult, we have similar challenges. So I was saying, when I was appointed in 2019, so I get into this department, and I used to get a lot to good man but is that the MEC? I used to get that so much, but then I realized it's actually a good thing, because when people look at you and think, but how the hell is this child an MEC? You realize that, okay, means something has gone right here. You've done the impossible. I could have stood and said, oh no, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm too small. I could have started to feel negative about it. So in the previous department where I was in, because my office slate was also very young, so a young MEC leading with young individuals. So we get there and we were told what they used to call our 8th floor a crèche. So I said to my team, "Sizobadlalisa ke laba." And we played. Ngathi laba bazoyibona energy yethu. And would stay in that office until late at night. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we're in the office, we're working. Where are your reports? What is this? What is this? And we've continued with that mentality. Even the current team will tell you we have early meetings and we have late night meetings, because what distinguishes us is that youthful exuberance or that youthful energy. So we took what many would look at as a negative and something that they want to tease you about into becoming something positive. So what is my point? You're coming from backgrounds that are not privileged. You're coming from backgrounds that are hard. Some of you niyazibheka nithi anginabazali. There are kids that are going to be richer. You're going to varsity. You're going to interact with many sorts of kids. Abanye banemoto, they've got their own apartments and so forth. You're going to interact with that and you're going to be faced with that. And you can either feel as though you're less than or realize that you are lucky. You are lucky. Because those kids that you may admire have had a soft life. Have had a soft life and they probably would have never made it to where you are from. So that's the first point. You've shown that you've got the ability to withstand hardships. And you must never take that for granted. Because you've shown it at a young age, and you've been tested at a very young age, that you are able to withstand hardships. So already, that's something to flex about. But the second thing is that you may not have parents who are loving and so forth, but you're lucky because you are a direct beneficiary of government. And I say this a lot, because you know a lot of people are in the streets and so forth, but you are in our different shelters being taken care of directly by government. So that means in terms of our services, you're at the forefront of them. You have social workers that are there. If you get sick, immediately there are people to attend to you. Whatever situation you're going through, it's right here and it gets solved. How many other kids get that? Even if they are staying with their families, how many other kids get that privilege? So are you lesser than or are you lucky? It's about how you look at it. So that winning mentality is about turning what is negative to being a positive. And to begin to flex with that which you've been able to come through so far. So we're here to motivate you because we want to see more out of you. You've proven that you can pass the first phase, and Matric is just the first phase. There's other phases that are coming of life. Now you're going into your different areas, whether you're going to a TVET college or you're going to a private institution or you're going to a university. Can you withstand some of the pressures that are going to come from there? And I say to you, you've proven that you can endure hardship so far. But now, when you go there, we have what we call orientation week within universities. And there's lots of booze that's around. Lots of girls, guys you're going to be attracted to. Are you going to be able to be focused? Are you going to be able to be focused? You've proven you can do the first phase. We're on level 2 now. And we believe that you can be able to withstand that. I think in everything that you have gone through and your ability to withstand that at a tender age makes you to be able to withstand anything life throws at you. But the only thing that is there is for you to maintain the focus. So that when we sit, Comrade Nomadluz was saying, you're standing here, you look at me, I want to sit here and look at you in the next 3, 4, 5 years. It must be yourselves who are telling us about where the country is going. Because it's not enough. So we're doing our bit, but I always say that, you know, I get so aggrieved that there's still so much we have to do, and we understand the history of our country. We come from a country of, and we know the apartheid system that was there. And everything we're still going through now is because of what had transpired. But we can't make it an excuse, we must look forward. But what we're still dealing with is your basic issues. Healthcare, basic service delivery, making sure that people can feed them. So those who are going to go into university, you learn about the Maslow hierarchy of needs. And part of what it teaches you is that at the bottom is your survival, and right at the top is for when people are able to deal with the basics, you can then self-actualize to realizing the greatest and highest expression of yourself. We want you to get there. We want you to be that generation that takes us forward. I'm so tired of going and visiting European countries or countries in the West, and you see how advanced they are. And you constantly think, but Africa is where they're getting all their minerals. Why must they look like that and we look like this? But they extract all our minerals and use them for their own advancement. Why must things be like that? We must question that. And you guys must be that generation that takes us to the next level. Because where we are, we still have to deal and address the issues of basic service delivery. We need to get out of that so that as you take over, you're dealing with issues that take us to the next level. So when they're saying there's a president here, and you're saying yes, 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 there definitely is a president here. But what president are you going to be? Are you going to be a visionary president, or are you going to be a president that still gets us stuck where Africa has been for the longest time? So we don't want you to be a generation of job seekers, and I say this a lot. You must be a generation of job creators. Job creators. Go out there, acquire your skills, come back, and make sure that you flex. Angifuna ukuthi nibangi. I'm a censor. But you must come back and do the most. Go out there, get your skills, come back and do the most. And help us to get out of the issues we're currently dealing with. Because where we're still stuck, there's high unemployment. Because right now, government continues to be the biggest employer. It's not sustainable. If you look at your developed nations, they are able to deal with issues around job creation because they've got a thriving SMME sector. And that's where your entrepreneurs and your job creators are. Because you are able to take that which government is able to create and you multiply it because you will be hiring your own people. So when you hire 10 people, 5 people, 20 and so forth, it adds up. We're able to create many jobs for people. We must get there. So we have a responsibility to make you guys appreciate where we are and appreciate the task before you. As you go out there, you're not just working for yourself, you're working for all of us to build this nation. So you have a huge task on your shoulders. And I'm very happy to see those who've been individuals in our facilities and where they are. And bonke, they talk about one thing, it's about giving back. Because we must have a mentality, yobuntu, and to be able to hold each other's hands so we can lift each other up. It's who we are. But we forget ngobuntu betu. And we want to assume other cultures. So the best way to make a nation to forget about themselves and where they are going is to make them forget who they are. Must never forget ubuntu betu. Because we need to carry each other forward. So I'm so happy to have you here today. I'm happy to see how far you've come, and I look forward to the future you'll have before you. Ngiyabonga.
One more round of applause, please, for our MEC. Thank you. So we're going to move on to a token handover of some gifts and some tablets for 15 children from the West Rand, and also 2 foster parents who will be called up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask the team that will be supporting the MEC to hand these out to please come up. I will read out your name. Please come up and get your token gift and then go back and have a seat. Just want to check that they're ready. Okay, I'll call the first names in the meantime. Please, energy, let's clap for them as they come to receive their gifts.
Executive Mayor must join MEC in handing over.
Okay. Okay. We're asking please for the Executive Mayor and the MMC to please come and join our MEC. Okay, I'll stand there. All right, let me call the first couple of students or matriculants. Toriso Mashonogo. Nelio Tsetsane. Ofense Numalo. Portia Mafereka. Tshegofatso Mogale. Lebohang Given Dilego. Pumlani Ntusi. Zanele Tembani. Lebohang Pashane. Letabo Leping. Angelina Mohojane. Wenga Tsekiso. Tlotlisang Silevu. Tepiso Baile. And last but not least, Ofa Twala. One more round of applause. Congratulations. Okay, I think you guys can take a picture. Okay, and while that happens, I'd like to please call to stage 2 foster parents to also come and receive a token of appreciation. Beverly Snyders and Johanna Mapanga. Please come up. Round of applause for them, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. A big round of applause, please, for our graduates. Okay, we're at the last item of our agenda, but before that, really, I must insist on another round of applause for our MEC. Thank you so much for that lovely keynote address. So our vote of thanks will be done by our MMC. Please, can I ask you to close us out today?
Okay, before I do the vote of thanks, I think there's something that we need to explain. That today, the 15 kids that would have received those gifts, I think it's their school or area. Other schools they'll go to them with the program from the department. So, sicela ukuthi ningaphatheki kabi izingane zethu. Your gifts are there. Nani nizozithola. Just that it won't be today, but soonest. Yeah.
It's one in the state run, basali behind.
Okay. But okay, futhi bathi sicele u-state run no Tshwane ukuthi basale nabo ne. But ningaphatheki kabi bazonilethela ama tokens wenu. Definitely social development angeke iziyenze nje lento leyo. They believe in you. They'll bring your tokens. Yeah. Okay, singu-ward councillor ke manje futhi. Now ngithanda ukubonga kuwo wonke umuntu, MEC, Executive Mayor, the team from the MEC's office, including the Mayor's office, Nani, our flowers. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi this day came and you enjoyed yourselves, but also was saying to you, go out there, represent us, go out and shine. Siphinde sisho ukuthi nama foster parents, I want to thank you for the good work that you are doing to these kids. uNkulunkulu ngathi anganandisela. And then also want to thank to abantwana bethu that motivated you. At least you would have seen today ukuthi in whatever way any travelayo neni travelile, there are people or there are kids abayihambile lendlela enihambayo that abaneyitori that is beautiful. So akusho ukuthi nilahlekile, but you would have seen it with your eyes that this way esikuyo, indeed we are having a bright future, and we're gonna make our own government and our own MEC proud, including our parents. Want to thank each and everyone, nabantu bethu besound, everyone that came today. Sitigini siyabonga, 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 and siyanthanda kakhulu. Thank you.
Thank you, MMC. We are at the end of the program. It's been an amazing honor to meet you, all of you, and to be here with all of you. I want to remind you of what we spoke about right at the beginning today, Harqala Ubua. Who remembers what we were saying hope stands for? I'll remind you, I think you're tired, it's fine. Have obvious purpose every time. Don't forget that. You are smarter than what you think you are. You are braver than what you think you are. And remember to push. Pray until something happens. Congratulations, matriculants, and thank you once again.